So, Danny Mac, you want to bring us in?
Bring us in.
Bring us in.
You're the expert here now.
Yeah.
You know the ropes.
You've been here once before.
Bring us in.
Bring us in the podcast.
Bring us fucking in. What, you don't know how shit works?
Welcome to the train wreck.
Do.
What did you do?
My detention story involves a dead mother.
Who?
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
That was a great party, and I got sick right afterwards, I think. And I was like, oh, I got the Rona. Yeah, right. I love you did the intro song, right?
Yes, I did.
I like
Thank
it.
you. I've been meaning to fucking try to like get more
Layers to it?
No. To I
Produce music more?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't fucking speak right now, but I've been trying to
Meaning
make more songs to put like in the breaks.
Oh, because right now the transitions are just like
it's just like
be back and we're back.
Yeah, it's not. Very
That's why I've just kind of been trying to cut the camera and restart it.
It's usually like where commercials go and real podcasts.
Because we're getting sponsored any day now.
But like,
hey, Blue Moon better get. I mean, they're missing out.
We're giving good business.
Here's what I'm thinking. Right, we can have an actual sponsor. What if we approached like a local brewery like around us and was just
there
like,
are
hey,
such
like,
brewers.
yeah.
I think we need a little bit more viewership.
I would agree.
Probably.
But what if we were just like, hey, we would drink your beer exclusively on our show if you gave it to us for free.
You gotta pick a good one.
Like, if you pick a locally brewed something, you really can't go wrong with most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like a specialty, something or another.
True.
But
I've been thinking about doing that giveaway I was telling you about to get a little more viewership.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've been thinking about a little bit of merch here and there.
Yeah.
Maybe like a shirt, a sticker.
I'd get a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. And just like for a giveaway,
Towels.
like, hey, share this post.
Something useless.
Mittens.
Lawn chairs.
Yes.
And just just make an Instagram post, share it, like put it to your story, share with a friend, tag 2 friends.
Yeah.
And that's like one entry into the
Give them a shirt or whatever.
yeah, shirts.
Oh.
Free shirt. Who doesn't want a free shirt?
I love
Who
a free
doesn't
shirt.
want a shirt? I don't have any shirts, so
I've never owned a shirt in my
I'm
life.
not wearing a shirt right now.
Last time I saw you, I was wearing this shirt.
A week ago, you were wearing this shirt.
I was wearing probably this shirt.
So if you want a giveaway, leave a like on YouTube, even if you're listening on Spotify.
Yeah.
There, we got a good plug.
Listen.
Cut.
We're real people. You need to talk to us. you need to let us know that you just need to let us know how we're doing.
It's like when celebrities try to relate to people. They just fail miserably.
You just understand how hard it
There's
is.
more money than you.
You don't understand how hard
You know,
it is for
everyone's
me.
maids sometimes show up 5 minutes late, and you
You
accept it.
It's hard for me to get out of my king-size bed and jump down the 2 feet that it is to the floor and walk across my house that is probably about 500 yards long to my kitchen and make myself a sandwich. That's just difficult.
You don't understand intricacies.
Just,
My life.
plants all over my apartment. I gotta
water 'em.
Gotta step over them. I got too many plants, not enough floor space.
So you know how like when parents say like when their kids leave, they're empty nesters?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like an empty nester right now because it's summer. I live at home.
You're an empty nester?
Yeah, my parents both work. And my mom didn't expect to work full time at my dad's business.
Oh.
So she planted a shit ton of flowers.
Is that what she's doing? She's working.
Yeah, she's working at my dad's business. But now all of a sudden the flowers are dying. So I've taken it on myself to try saving all these flowers.
Oh, at home?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm out here like for an hour just watering everything like please live, please.
That's my only other hobby. Hit me up if you need advice.
God, everything's like pretty much dead. I'm just like, all right, there's a little bit of brown.
Sometimes it's not much
It's
you
like
can
80% brown.
Yeah.
Oh my
Unless it's a weed. Sometimes it's not much you can do.
Yeah, my dad's got an interesting garden going now.
The cacti.
Yeah.
Prickly pear.
So you're growing cacti now?
Yeah,
Are they perennial?
they're
biennial or whatever?
pretty sure they come back every year, whatever that word is.
Perennial.
Annual or perennial or whatever.
Annual dies at the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
and it's
good.
I
I
always
always
just-
they should just say like 1 year or
I know.
every year.
I always get it mixed up.
Yeah.
And but yeah, they're prickly pear cactus are native to some parts of Illinois.
They're hardy in Illinois.
And in Chicago, no less. Like my dad drove to the part like in Chicago where they grow, and he was like, "Okay, this is what it looks like," and he's like, "This is like what he tried to make it like how they grow naturally in Illinois. And in the winter,
hard to believe.
Yeah, like he planted them last summer, and they did really good.
Seed or cutting?
Just little cuttings.
Cuttings.
Yeah, and propagations, right?
You could probably get by cutting or seed.
Sure.
Or,
Yeah. And they're booming this year. They
they're
last
great. They're like this tall.
And there's all over the place. They're taking over.
I love plants. It's my only other thing I do. So you know.
Yeah, sort of plants.
Buy plants.
Shout out to plants.
Shout out to all plants.
Trees. Yeah, no, like literally, he's just let them do their own thing. They're sprouting like crazy. 2 of them bloomed.
The first year.
Yeah, might get flowers and.
Can I get some cuttings?
Yeah, honestly, if you want.
What does he got them in rocks or what?
Yeah, I mean they're in soil and he put rocks on top of them.
Oh,
But
okay.
they're basically wild essentially. Like he doesn't do much to them.
Yeah.
And in the winter, like the cactus, like they like obviously like wilt over and they shrivel up and they're just fine though. They snow on top of them and everything.
So they're legitimately just perennial cacti.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Exactly. And there's other like cactus type.
There must be a specific variety.
Yeah. No, it's I guarantee
Tropic
you.
hair, you find them in like Arizona. It's like
I don't think we'll get fruits from it. You know.
well, but I'm surprised that it's flowering.
I know. Like that's good.
They don't flower the first year usually. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
Like,
only 1 day flowers. Fun fact too.
yeah,
Only blooms
it's
for
like
1 day.
12 hours.
It's
yeah.
very pretty flower.
I have a bush like that in my
At
house
night,
in my front
right?
yard where it's like the flowers bloom and they're gone within the week.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of bush
Shit.
is it? You know.
I have no.
What color are the flowers?
I think red. It's been there since I've been at the house. Next time you're over, I'll show you.
I'm trying to remember your house. It's been a while. I've been in your house.
Yeah.
It's been like a couple years, right?
Then a while.
Because I come down here much more than you're up there.
I mean, I haven't been to your house for a while, like high school even maybe.
That might be true. Man, come over.
I know time flies.
I got the same dog.
no way.
Yeah, I got a bird now.
What kind?
Parrot. The wings are clipped.
Oh, I love birds.
So I didn't get the bird.
They just fucking yell.
So my dad's buddy painted part of our house, like the inside, and it's one of his friends. So the guy asked us a favor, like, can you watch my bird?
Yeah.
So we said, yeah. We watched a couple weeks, gave it back. Asked again because he was going on vacation. We watched it. We gave it back.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, my daughter's moving back in with me. There's a dog. I can't keep the bird at my house because they already don't get along.
Don't get along.
Okay. I'm like, okay, we'll just watch the bird for a little bit until something happens. It's been almost 2 years.
Oh, I don't think you're getting rid of that bird.
No, I think we have a bird now.
I think you have a bird now.
And the bird yells.
It's ridiculously loud. It's so funny.
You know what kind of parrot it is?
It's a green parrot.
Oh, okay. Conure?
Maybe.
But yeah, it yells
No.
all day long. As soon as my dad gets home, all the animals start yelling because that's the one that gives them attention. As if I wake up and I uncover the bird, because
start screaming.
you got to cover up birds so they can sleep.
Yeah, you put the...
I just put like a blanket over. But if I uncover the bird just looks at me. I mean, we're on the same page. Like, I don't like you, you don't like me.
It's early, I don't...
If my dad comes home,
It's like,
like
you're
hours.
You're here!
He'll let it out to walk around. It'll walk around every once in a while, and if it sees me, it starts following me to chase me. Like I have to wear shoes. I have to like push it away, and it starts pecking at my shoes.
You want to send me snaps?
I want to see it walking around.
Oh, dude, it pisses me off.
I want to see it interacting with Rocky.
They don't interact.
What the
Rocky goes in his cage.
What the?
I love Rocky. Rocky's...
Because
Rocky's
Rocky's a little baby. He can't use stairs. He's afraid of
old
the
is
water. I think he's like 10 or 11 now.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I'm taking him to get groomed next
You
week.
must have... When I met him, he must have been really like a puppy.
Yeah, I got him at Montessori for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He sometimes has his brother's dog over there too.
Yeah, Biggie Smalls.
He's smaller than Rocky. He's literally like a rat.
I think he's a
Man.
Sharky.
You call him Biggie.
Shorky. Is that their...
Yeah, my brother named him Biggie because he was so small. He got him when he was like 3 weeks. He definitely wasn't supposed to have him that early.
No.
But it was one of his... My brother's a barber. It was one of his clients, and they're like, oh, my dog's about to have a litter if you want.
Please take this dog.
It's a litter of dogs, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, do you want one?
I think it's a litter.
Is that the watch going off?
I don't know.
Did you hear that too?
I heard
I
it.
did.
I heard it. No.
We got ghosts up here, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell your ghost stories.
Wait.
Oh, sorry, what?
Y'all are out of control.
Madmen.
You're like, it's
This
incredible.
guy comes on our show and reels us in? Who the fuck do you think you...
I'll pull that
I
card.
made you!
I made you.
I'm pushing this arm to the door.
How's your brother doing?
My brother?
Yeah.
He's got a shop in Oak Park. Shout out to Legends Barber Shop.
Legend!
I met him one time. I don't even know if he probably remembers me, but
Way cooler than I'll ever be.
he looked
Like,
pretty cool.
2-inch gauges, tattoos. He's got one face tattoo under his eye, and it's a straight razor.
Wow.
Oh, I haven't seen the face tattoo yet.
He's super cool.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh.
We had a family dinner and I was there.
I met him like my sophomore year of high school, like forever.
Yeah, no, great guy. Fun fact, he created a barbershop, named it Legends, and then I went to March Legends. Had no correlation to me marching there first.
There you go.
So he made like shirts and everything that like said Legends, and like it was in the Supreme logo kind of font. So I show up at a camp and the court director comes up to me. Hey, Eddie. So I like your
Is that
shirt.
copyrighted?
Are you making merch without letting us know? Funny thing, my brother has a barber shop with the same name. This is actually his merch. You won this time, Eddie.
That's a flex, and
Yeah.
that's a good shirt.
It was a
too.
very
It's
good
like
shirt.
writing on his
And then he made a pride shirt, which was like rainbow but sparkles. I'm like, I'll take one for the summer. I'll wear it. That's
What the
awesome.
hell?
But no, his barbershop's booming. He's got I think 5 barbers in
Well,
there.
now that they're opening again, but he's just getting him in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need
newspaper
haircuts.
did all his windows, so like people couldn't see that it was empty during quarantine. People were like leaving reviews on Google and stuff saying, "We all know you're cutting in there. You're doing backdoor haircuts," and he's like, "No."
No, I don't want you to break my windows.
He stayed at my house for like a month and a half, 2 months until I dropped him off for when they were opening back up.
Also,
like,
what,
he couldn't
what the hell?
Who cares?
Who has that kind of time?
Who cares?
Get a job.
Who cares?
get a job.
Do something
Eat a sandwich.
constructive.
Who's walking by a barbershop? I know what's going
They're
on.
giving her. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
They're giving haircuts in that barber shop.
A bunch of people were like doing house calls, and
God.
like some shops were open, and the state was saying like if you cut hair, we'll take away your license because I mean that was when we barely knew anything about COVID, so I get it.
Oh, bite me.
It was supposed to be like during phase 1 when you're supposed to self quarantine, and they were like just some people doesn't affect me, and like no one's wearing a mask. Now everyone's much more educated. He has a lot of steps that I helped him like roll out or make.
Oh yeah, you could probably consider.
Yeah, because I'm like, hey, this is what we do at our hospital. This is just like to let you know.
Yeah.
And he like took a lot of it into consideration and like put a lot of it into act. But some people are just like, you're cutting hair. We all know it. And he said, you just said like, I'm sorry you're having this thought. Sorry you're having a bad day. Just let you know. We're not doing it if you like to.
Here's a coupon.
If you like to let the Oak Park police know, they'd be happy to find out nothing's happening behind these doors
Good.
because
Yeah,
we're following
let 'em-
quarantine. I've been helping him, but like, if you answer everything nicely, it just makes everyone else seem more like a jackass.
Especially if they like, say,
Good
yeah.
point.
Mm-hmm. If
Like,
they like,
Good
if
for your
they're trying to
brother.
call you
Smart
out,
guy.
yeah, he's one of the smartest guys I know.
Yeah.
Following you,
No, stop
Danny,
with that. Stop with that.
my brother,
I make shit out of aluminum.
and he makes shit out of clippers.
There you go.
Yeah, he
Exclusively
exclusively
stuff on it.
he's exclusively cut my hair for the past 5 years.
Right.
That's when I grew my hair out for a year. He was my last haircut, and then he was the next haircut. He chopped it all off.
When'd you grow your hair out? When'd you grow your hair out?
Last
Oh
summer.
yeah, it was pretty
Summer,
long.
yeah.
When it came
Last
down.
summer.
Yeah.
Last summer, I was able to keep it in a bun for shows. It'd be like, all right, slick
Wow.
back bun. I look good as hell.
Nice.
And then I started looking at the rehearsal pictures. Like, I looked
It
horrible.
looks so bad, and I told you every day, and you're just like, man, it's part of the experience.
It was pretty good.
That's how I feel about this mustache. I'm just.
I like the
I know it
mustache
looks bad.
goatee.
No.
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 Here's
no.
the thing: is that your mustache? It looks great. Like it's not like a pubescent mustache.
Like okay,
It's not like a me mustache.
Yeah.
I'll prove to you that it's an experiment. I know that this looks okay. Like I know it's passable. This, I'm on the fence.
It's
I'm on
the combo is good if you just had just the mustache. It'd be
Oh
a
no.
little bit like.
No.
That's the bathroom, right?
Trust me, I've been there. Yeah, I've been there.
You guys keep talking.
I've been in the bathroom. Nice.
How is it in there?
Eddie, no, I'm not gonna speak to you.
I
Come
don't
back.
think I've actually ever pooped. I've only pooped in that bathroom once.
Wow.
You're scraping the eye watch on the ground, sir.
Honestly, it's
All right, so what's new with you?
transistors. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. This is a wild year. Didn't go the way I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna go.
Actually, wow. Wait, what plans did you have that got fucked up?
Well, 3 months with Camila still down here that I didn't get. That was,
Yeah.
but.
Wow.
It
And
probably
I
caught that.
hope that it picked it up Eddie peeing, but
Probably caught that. But that was shitty.
yeah.
Besides that, honestly, I got lucky.
Relationships
I was able to work from home, so I didn't stop working, which is good.
didn't affect your job too much. That's nice. See, I had like an internship set up for this summer
that's
where
not
I
happening.
was gonna be working at like a pathology lab for
Yeah.
like gastroenterology and stuff.
We're
Would've-
at here or up there?
No, up north.
Chicago?
Yeah, and yeah, it would have.
Straight up cut.
Yeah,
Like, gone. Yeah.
I mean,
That sucks.
I would have had to wake up at like 4 a.m. and you know me, like I can't do that.
I'm still up
like,
for it.
like I'm just going to bed at 4 a.m.
There's no getting up.
Yeah,
Think of all the space.
yeah, I had to
That's how it goes.
widen myself. You're very loud, Peter. Just so you know.
Yeah.
That might be resonant.
Did you push that out?
I was just forcing it the entire.
That's the last time I did that, man. I pooped my pants. You can't do that. I was trying to pee over a bush.
Oh yeah, drum corps.
Drum corps.
And he
what a time.
rehearsed for the next 30 minutes.
Sounds
of
like drum
pooping
corps,
his
yeah.
pants.
Stop! You're not supposed to say that part.
He just stood there playing.
I couldn't leave. He's like, I was like, Josh, like, can I go to the... Can I go back? I kind of go poo now. He goes, can you wait 30 minutes? And I was like,
Yeah. The tear.
yeah. All's well that ends well.
That's rough.
Didn't get a rash.
Didn't end well though.
No, I mean it ended as well as it could have.
So we talking COVID plans out here?
No, we're talking effects.
You're just saying I was like, how did COVID fuck you up? Like, what plan did you get ruined?
I mean, I was lucky. Besides the social aspect where I didn't speak to anyone for 3 months. That was not easy. Thank God for Skype. But,
I just scheduled my classes for school, right?
For fall.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I guess some facility donated like a gymnasium for us to use.
Yeah.
They said that there's going to be 35 kids in the class in a gym. It just like all spread out.
It'd be a big ass gym. Well, I can see that.
What are you going to be doing?
Well, it's just like a lecture class. Because I have
just
two
spread
in person.
out.
Yeah, so it's just a lecture. They just want to make sure that we're that far
in
apart.
A gym?
In a gymnasium.
Like, are there going to be chairs set up?
I would hope there's chairs.
You're just going to be standing?
Well, U of I is doing... What are they doing? I get the emails, but I don't read them.
It's, I think the last
You're
update...
a student.
Yeah. The last update that I really paid attention to, they're kind of going up back and forth on it. Like, they took forever to release a statement in the first place, and then...
Well, they said mid-June. They did it about mid-June.
No, but that was, like, way too long at that point. It was like everyone else
was a little late.
They were releasing statements, but they weren't releasing answers.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how the universe has handled it in general.
I mean, I understand where they're coming from. There's a lot of ups in the airs, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to make a definitive call when things are fluid. But
I think what they're saying right now for the fall is you can take classes online electively if you want.
One thing Vivian ran into is one of her labs was saying like, hey, we want your input because it's not just about what we want to do, it's about like what you guys can do.
Yeah.
Like let us know. And there's like a whole form like how comfortable are you 1 through 5, most comfortable, least comfortable, and then a comment section. And with this whole ICE thing going around, one of the comments was, I need this class to be in person because I'm being threatened to get sent like back to wherever. Like I never really considered that. Like some people don't want this in person, but some people need it in person so they can stay in the country.
Well, it's similar,
which is very
similar to
bogus.
what we were talking about earlier with the working thing. Remember?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's great, but you know, I don't like the whole thing where it's people who want to get back to work are choosing the economy over people's lives. It's like, well, it's not that black and white.
Dan and I like agreed that if we took this serious way sooner, we'd be in a much better position right now. Like, there's two extremes.
There's no
people are saying like,
yeah.
man, we got to stay inside all the time, and people are like, I don't fucking need masks.
Yeah.
There's a happy medium.
Yeah.
That people don't understand, and I feel like if we did that from the start, we would have been fine. But some people are just too stubborn and make this too much of a political issue.
You can just take a look at all the other countries and like how their new cases per day are in like double digits.
Yeah. We had 10 new cases. They'll be fine.
Well, yesterday we had 70-something thousand new cases as a country.
And Disney World just opened up.
Yeah. I mean,
in
what
Florida,
the hell? What
that
the
place
hell?
with the worst amount of cases.
I mean,
Florida.
That's pretty fucked up.
I think I said this before. Florida closed the state at 5,000 cases and reopened at 35,000 cases.
Well, but they're gonna go up. I mean, that's a.
But it's just like think
but
about
like,
it. Like, Illinois, like they fully reopened.
Active cases or just total cases?
Active cases.
Oh, that's different.
like pretty sure those were daily counts. Like 5,000 cases per day
That's
versus 35,000 cases per day.
It's much different.
Like when Illinois opened up, when we closed at the hospital I work at, I was noticing like we get emails of how many people we had. We were reaching almost 100. By the time phase 4 in Illinois opened up more, it was like, I think we had maybe 20, 15. Oh. So it's like Illinois has been doing a pretty decent job at keeping all this under control.
People have been bitching and moaning about Pritzker, like that he's being bullshit about the whole mask, like everything with the COVID. But like, I mean, we just take a look at the numbers. I mean,
I'm not the biggest fan of Pritzker in general, but
he's another very rich politician.
I think he did what needed to be done.
I think masks were just needed, and so was the.
It's just some of the choices are dumb, like closing like what it was, like the parks.
Taking the basketball hoops off the fucking.
It's like that is so.
Like, what the hell's the point?
Taking the chains off the swings.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like what does that affect?
I guess maybe that wasn't him. Maybe it was the mayor. But I don't know.
No, but like I feel like it was also him. Like what does that?
I had a sign by my house that said "Park closed" under order of
it's like
Governor Pritzker.
Park.
Like this open air.
I don't know.
The basketball hoop's gonna get.
But like looking at a map, and it was like the United States, all the states that require masks, it was like maybe a dozen, and that's like pretty low. Like luckily Illinois is on that list to be in public, because I think masks it shouldn't be a political
choice.
choice.
When you're like walking down the street.
Down the street, no. Like if I'm walking my dog, I just walking without anything. But if I see someone walking towards me, I get on the grass.
Yeah,
I wait
avoid
for them
them.
to
you go around.
pass, and I say, "Hey, how are you?" They walk away, and I go back on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to like Walgreens for 5 seconds, mask on.
Oh yeah. If I go anywhere it's a public place, I wear it. I mean, I have my backpack.
But yeah, if I see someone, I do avoid. I move out of the way so they can stay on the sidewalk because it's more me I'm focused on. It's a selfish choice I'm making because I don't know where they've been.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I'm right. That's that too.
I don't get like how there can still be a debate like still
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, I think I think the problem is that it's so hyper politicized.
It's such a political thing now.
There's no discussion happening. It's just
Like if you suggest masks,
like,
well, this is why my side of the party's correct. I'm like, I don't care what your political preference is.
Yeah.
I just want you to be healthy and safe, so I can be healthy and safe.
It's for not just for the people themselves, for the other people around them.
Yeah.
It's like.
And at the same time, people who are thinking, oh well, we need to stay closed indefinitely. It's like, well, it ain't that easy either. Cause, there's things that
Again, there needs to just be a happy medium.
There's a discussion and that's gray. Nothing is black and white ever.
But it's like it's so bad in America that like we're being like not allowed to go to other countries and like.
Yeah, I don't really care about that.
Nah, I don't care, but like at the same time, like you just need to look at it like. 2 years ago, we weren't letting people into our country, and now nobody's letting us into there. Yeah, for no reason at all. Now we have a very good reason not to be let into other countries.
Yeah, I saw a news article I told Danny before, and it was Texas woman dies of COVID-19 after hosting COVID party because she believed it was a hoax.
Yeah,
and there's part of me that's like, I'm sad that she died, but you also didn't take this serious.
Ask for it. I mean, like, it's like you're playing with fire. I mean,
play stupid games, stupid prizes.
You're gonna get burned. It's like
I don't know. It's just weird. It's gonna be interesting to look back on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting time in history.
I've always said it seems like out of a movie.
I was like living history.
Did you recall when there was like no flights? Did you like just take a step outside and like just hear how quiet it was?
Oh, I didn't.
It was ridiculous.
I didn't actually do that.
It was very eerie.
Back home, because we live pretty close.
I live over the path of Midway.
Yeah,
directly
me too.
Yeah, directly underneath the path of Midway, and like nothing.
I bet that would have been interesting.
It was as quiet as it would be in this room, like sticking my head outside.
Because you must see all the same planes I do back home.
Yeah,
there's constantly planes. It's a triangle, right?
It's southwest, all the way, constant. Yep.
All right.
I have another couple strange questions because of COVID.
Yes.
Do you want the more or least strange first?
Hit me with the more strange first.
Do you think that there's going to be a new generation with weaker ears physically because of wearing masks and everything?
No. Like because
like there's going to be a generation that now grows up with like strain on their ears constantly.
No.
That's not heritable.
You know how long? I mean, you should probably be able to speak on this better than me because you're the biologist. But
I just took like a heredity class.
I mean, adaptations like that happen a much longer time scale.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're talking.
I'm not saying like new kids are gonna have like someone that's born today because their parents had weaker ears. If they're gonna have, I'm saying like the kids that are growing up like 5th, 6th grade right now because they're gonna have to be wearing them. Their ears when they get older are gonna be like more droopy and like saggy because of like the strain pushed on them.
I doubt. How much does a mask weigh? A gram?
It depends if you have a cloth one, surgical.
I mean, it comes out a little bit like this, but like you gotta think about it.
I've never like noticed my ears were getting tired.
Like, is it like?
Well, like I wear them 8 hours a day.
It's like
so towards the end of them, like wow, they're kind of like.
But statistically, are you the normal data point? No.
That's true, but like with kids going back to school now.
Well, that's true. That's a good point.
But it's like people who wear glasses.
I never thought about that. That's a really good example.
Why don't we? Their ears, their nose are not weaker.
I never thought of it that way.
I don't know.
They're not. They're like they wouldn't be a heritable trait. That's for sure.
Okay,
that's true. It wouldn't be heritable.
Not heritable at all. And for stuff like that to be passed down, it needs to be an environmental like reason that would affect many generations.
Okay,
that would require change to cause.
I really never put in perspective like I'm just wearing glasses.
Yeah. My next genetic and heritable too, right? Because there's things that are genetic that are mutations that don't really...
Yeah, I think it's like tomato.
It's sort of nomenclature, right? Yeah. Right.
Maybe in the class. I don't know. I'm out of that class now. So it doesn't matter to me.
My other question was...
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah. Do you think that there's going to be a generation of kids that are much less socially inept?
Less socially inept or more inept?
Is inept?
They're going to be inept.
They're going to be inept. There's going to be a more socially inept.
There already are, in my opinion.
Well, let me phrase this. Can you...
The kids are not all right.
Kids, like... Going to college, can you tell the kids who have been homeschooled? Apart from the kids,
I would never want to like say homeschool, but like maybe
can you pick them out of a crowd. Like,
if you normally for me, it
you interact with them.
If you told me that this, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I guess it doesn't shock me.
Yeah,
but I don't like pick.
No, but I mean, I'm not saying.
But if
like,
someone
you're
told
trying
you
to
that they were, like, you wouldn't be surprised.
because that's essentially
Yeah,
what
that
like.
happened.
There's going to be like a lot more kids than usual who are going to be homeschooled this coming school year.
I don't like that, but I mean, I do like that. I don't know. It's your choice. I'm not.
I think kids need to interact.
It's sort of a catch-22. Yeah, well, true. It's a social.
That's part of development.
Right. Exactly. I mean, you're gonna have people already have a hard time with socialization with kids because they're
Yeah.
phones and.
Yeah.
I see all these like
I
8-year-olds
feel
with
so
like
old.
iPhones.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel so old.
Yes.
Like just.
I met a
segueing,
13-year-old
I
with
guess.
Snapchat. I'm like, you have Snapchat?
Yeah, I mean, like, goddamn. Don't
There's like 13-year-olds who have Instagrams that are like hundreds of thousands of followers.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. They look like they're like 25 years old.
Right.
It's like jailbait shit. Like
if you go back and look at pictures of me when I was like 15, even I looked like a little kid.
yeah, that's the thing is like when I was in high school, it's like
I look like a little
I
potato.
definitely had not hit puberty yet.
No, right.
I think these kids are hitting puberty as soon as they hit double digits.
I don't like that. I mean, what is that?
That's so I can sync up the camera and the microphones. So I have an audio point
You are
to
smart.
visualize with.
That's what the at the
You should.
in the movie things.
Come work with me.
What can I say?
You know, in like the movie
Screw
things.
this healthcare stuff.
You know, like the movie things where it's like a clicker thing.
Take
Yeah,
that
that's it.
300.
That's the same
Yeah,
thing.
that's the same
That's
thing.
for
So you can
You know
line
why
up
that
the
is?
audio with
Good
the
old-
video.
analog.
Yeah.
Analog audio.
I used to
Well,
be in
not
like
really.
little film production, little group thing when I was younger.
Really?
He used to have a. I watched Eddie on YouTube like before I knew him, like just by
You always
chance.
did. We're into that kind of.
Happenstance.
Yeah, that's true.
Hello?
It sounded like the. It sounded like
Sounded like a fire alarm.
the generator resetting or something.
Sound like a washing machine.
Some interesting sounds.
But yeah, no, I used to do like different videos, which are all privatized now, so no one can find them. At least on my channel.
Damn it.
There are some still out there.
Damn it.
But Danny and I used to talk, and
Wayback Machine.
I tell very few people about this, and I'm not going to give like many specifics here. I'll tell you off camera. But like it was just like video game stuff, and I explained to Danny once like in detail what it was,
That could be worse.
and he's like, "Oh, I used to watch your stuff." Like, really?
Like I like he'd explained a video and I was like, I think I've seen that before.
Oh, like so you watched him
Yes,
yeah.
years before we met.
before you way before.
Yeah. When Halo Machinima was a really big thing. Sorry, I don't know if
Like-
I wanted to say if it was Halo or not.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
Like when I was 9 or 10 making this stuff.
Huh.
2010,
A lot of my
2011.
friends and stuff like this. I just never. I was late. I guess I don't know what I did. Fucking, I had a weird child. I don't know.
I
I don't know
probably
what
going
the
to
hell I did.
Montessori school.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, no, I know excuse because he did.
How many? Okay, if there were 5 kids in his class, how many kids were in your class?
7.
Graduating class?
Yeah.
7.
Wow,
That's
that's
6 or
crazy.
7.
That and I went to a big junior high. There was like 300 kids in
300
mine.
kids, yeah.
A
Right.
lot of people say that his 8th grade year, that was like the closest those 2 grades had ever been.
Really?
Because
I believe that.
yeah, every time that like we all were in a group, everyone loved each other. But ever since like they left, I don't know. My grade didn't mesh with the grade below us. That grade didn't mesh very well.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't. If you put everyone in the room together, we were all just chilling.
Yeah, it's true.
No one disliked each other. You could at least
It was.
find someone
It's
you
true.
liked.
It's pretty amazing. Even though everyone was pretty. I mean, they're pretty.
I
pretty
can't
unique
imagine-
personalities.
Yes.
I
guess
can't.
it's-
I can't imagine there would there be a bully at a school this small?
No, not really.
Wow.
I mean, people
No,
would be jerks,
no.
but like if you
That-
told them why are you being a
It
jerk,
wouldn't be like a consistent bully. Like this kid is picking on this other kid.
Right. Well, there was no.
Day after
There
day.
wasn't a pecking order because there weren't enough data points. You know, there weren't enough.
Yeah.
There's no
There's no
hierarchy.
curve.
There's no hierarchy.
Exactly right.
Everyone's on the same playing field. That's genius.
Very unique.
That's very smart. Wow.
and if you had an issue with someone, you were kind of I don't know if you were encouraged to, but I felt that you were just like to go work it out, go talk to
Yeah,
them.
I mean, like,
Fucking punch
I
it
can-
out.
I won't name names here, but I could think of a couple people who had a little more of the alpha male
A little more charisma
thing going on,
Yeah.
right? And they would sometimes, but it was never like belligerent. It was
No.
it was pretty normal. I mean, it was like what you would
Question.
expect. Yeah.
If either of you gotten in a fight,
with each other.
I like just in general. No.
Yeah, Eddie and I actually just. We just
What do you think we were doing?
Fisticuffs
I
outside.
can
Punch
either
out.
run every day for 10 minutes or fight with Danny.
I'm gonna have a
for 5.5. And
5-minute bout every month.
I'm losing. teeth.
Cardiovascular equivalent to running uphill for 20 minutes straight.
I was in a fight-ish. I got insofar as I didn't really do a whole lot of fighting back because the fight was I got punched basically in
Yeah.
the face one time.
I got punched in the face one time.
Kind of out of the blue, and I didn't really. I was gonna punch back, but I was sort of my center of balance was sort
Just
of
kind
off.
of like react, and you're just like, what the fuck?
But it was such a stupid like he so chickened out like right when he threw the punch like he just like
It was like a sucker punch.
yeah
Yeah. Like, wait, I'm
but
sorry.
it was like weak.
Wait,
yeah.
time out.
He tried to pull it back too
I was
late.
just irritated. I was like, what? Really? But yeah, I have not been in a legit fight.
I haven't been
Now,
in a fight either.
coming from Montessori school and going to Providence, have you ever seen a real like fight from school?
Some kid in my grade, my freshman year, got in the only fight for our class.
I think I heard about that. I wasn't there, but
I think his name was Tyler.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, because he was in my 0-hour class. We took zero-hour Catholicism. Yeah. And all of a sudden he wasn't there for a couple of days, and we're like, what happened? We found out he got suspended because he went up to a senior and punched him in the face.
Oh, that's ballsy for a freshman.
Oh, he was a big kid. He was like kind of built. I'm like, yeah, no, if anyone's going to take a guy on, it's going to be him.
That was the thing about high school, man. There was this very, very, very big range of
very diverse set of kids.
Oh my god. Dude.
You had kids looking like me and kids looking like Shaq.
Yeah, kids.
Now it's like everyone's pretty much equalized.
There were kids. I don't know. There were kids who like. Yeah, I feel like now everyone looks kind of young, you know.
Well, now it all people just kind of understand.
Yeah,
yeah.
But like back then, like there were like kids like walking in freshman year who had like full beards.
Yeah.
Like needed to shave, getting yelled at by the deans because they didn't shave. Like
Yeah.
first day of freshman year.
A kid that you graduated with is in the NFL.
Miles?
Yeah, Miles
Yeah.
Boykin. He plays for the Ravens.
He's number 80.
He's actually NFL now.
He's
I don't
in
know.
the
He's
NFL.
he's
football.
probably gonna win a Super Bowl if he stays on the Ravens. They're really good.
I knew he was.
I think he's been there for like a year and a half.
Yeah,
at this point.
they were in first in the East last year.
Yeah.
But they got eliminated by the Titans. I'm pretty sure. In some
I don't know
tournament
anything
bullshit.
about football, but
I gave him a pencil once in study hall.
I never really.
Hey, you got a pencil? Yes, Mr. Sir.
Yes, sir. Did you sign
Mr.
it?
Guy?
Back?
He seemed like a cool guy. I didn't really.
He was very nice.
I never really
He was
interacted
nice to
with
the band kids.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Because not a lot of people were.
No, especially at Providence.
No.
Like
him.
I
here-
Not at all.
I had a teacher there. Oh God, I forgot what he taught. Was psych a class?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him. The guy with all the tattoos.
Oh yep. Maybe.
Yep. And he just came over and he's like, yeah, there's a lot of stereotypes in the school. Like the band kids, they all wear Vans. Isn't that right, Eddie? Don't worry, I won't tell the
I
dean.
started.
Okay.
No, I probably didn't. But
For those of you that don't know, at our high school, you had to wear suede shoes.
Yeah.
And you
leather or suede.
you could not wear any gym shoes or
whatever that
Vans.
means.
But like all of the band kids would just wear black
suede.
Vans and just
Black
lay
Vans,
low.
yeah.
Like, are you really gonna give me detention over this? Like, you got detentions over hair, shoes, shirts untucked.
Yeah.
I got nailed.
Bogus.
So many times with my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Hair is a big thing for me, especially you two. I remember
I learned my senior year because that's when I started slicking it back. Not slicking it, but like pushing
Smart.
it away.
doing it.
And only once they come up to me, pull it down below my eyebrows. Gotta get a haircut, and it's like to my nose.
Wait, they would pull your hair down?
They can
Like,
touch
Yeah.
you can't do that. What the hell?
I'm like, yeah, I'll get a haircut soon. I think I waited 3 weeks.
It's like,
Yeah.
there's big things that like black girls would get like discriminated against for their hair, and they couldn't wear their hair how they wanted, and I think that's still an issue there.
like-
I think it's an
Not
issue
surprised.
that
Yeah.
I think it's an issue that guys can't have earrings.
You think that's an issue in high
I
school?
do think that's an issue.
I think for a private school they can get away with that.
I mean, it's
but,
private school. They
but
do it,
like
and they have their
yeah.
own, but
people who have like culturally different hair.
Oh, for sure, that's a much bigger
yeah,
that's
right.
issue.
something-
Because that's how my hair is. Like, that's, you know.
you can't really change like how curly my hair is or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
Did
know.
you guys ever get a detention?
I never got a
Never
detention.
got one.
I'm the only one
I actually
here.
got
What
one.
up?
I got one, but I got out of it.
What happened?
It was the epitome of stupid.
It's probably like you're just like talking.
It was like a
bullshit.
No, it was at lunch. I threw something. I think I was throwing something at the garbage can, which is like it was like maybe a meter away.
There's Troublemaker Danny McClain going again.
Yeah.
I think he thought it was a certain coach that I won't name, but
Sure.
he thought I was throwing it at somebody. I don't remember. I think he thought I was throwing it at somebody. And he was like, "All right, what are you doing?" And I was like, "No." And then he gave me attention. And then I went to the dean's office and I was like, "Look, I didn't throw the damn paper
Yeah.
or whatever at the person. You gonna make me do this?" And they're like, "No."
That's not, it's like you can if you like really question a teacher, like they get heated in the moment. And they're like, you're getting attention.
Well, it wasn't him. I was talking to somebody. I was talking to.
Oh, yeah.
You know who?
Yeah,
Front office.
I'm sure.
I was tossing it into the garbage.
Anyone that knows you know that you're like the least malicious person there is.
Yeah, she was like, "Yeah, whatever." I got out of it. But what did you do?
My detention story involves a dead mother.
Who?
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
So we were in band, right?
Pause.
And the percussion section was in the back, and director's office was
what
right
way to
behind
start
me.
a story?
So I'm on my phone behind music stand,
yeah.
and I don't know if you want to call him an assistant director.
This is after I was gone. The new guy.
No. It was still when Sanchez was there.
Oh.
The brass guy
Oh yeah, he was just
before he got fired.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he was like up there, and he was gonna conduct us a couple songs for us. So I'm just on my phone, not paying attention to whatever he's doing, and I guess he was explaining to us how like his mother was dying in a different state or something, and like how this song really influenced him.
Not
And I'm
appropriate.
just chilling on my phone, and all of a sudden the director opens the door from behind me. you'll get this back from the deans. I'm like, damn. And I start listening. So yeah, my mother would really appreciate this before she dies. I'm like, oh my god, this is what I missed.
That was for Amazing Grace, wasn't it?
I think so.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is that's sad.
That's sad, but
That's not appropriate.
no.
That's so
You're talking to a bunch of high schoolers.
I mean,
and then
why
I had to
are
go
you
to
here?
what?
What?
he was a fucking nutbag.
And I thought like Sanchez would give me my phone back because he never gave detentions or phones. I was on his list,
Oh,
so I had to go to
no,
the
he would
dean's
follow
office.
through. He would follow through. He's cool.
That was my one and only detention. I was sitting there.
That's not so bad.
Wasn't it? Weren't you his first detention too?
Yeah, I think so. One of his first. One of the few. He didn't give a lot.
Were you before? Were you before or after Chanter Thief? Was that before or after Chanter Thief?
That was before Chanter Thief.
Yeah, I think you were. I think he said that.
Legendary.
Like you were my first detention.
No, because he gave one to Colin.
Oh,
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been talking to him. He's
still talk to him.
He's alive. And
Okay.
He's a cool guy.
Do you think it's I can tell the story about how he got out of detention?
What was the story? Oh, I don't know.
What do you?
I'll
do?
just tell it,
Probably-
and if
probably
you
not,
don't
but-
like it, we'll just cut this out at 35 minutes.
I'm gonna use that actually.
Okay.
Tell the
So
story.
he
I remember it totally.
we were just doing marching band. Oh god, we're doing marching band rehearsal during school, and he was on the bass line, and he was talking to an old. I'm good on beer. He was talking to one of the older guys on like bass 2 or something, bass 1 or something. I don't know where he was, but he's talking up, and they're talking in the middle of class. So Sanchez looks, Colin, do you have a cleaner? Do you know why? And he looks over, for mine and Quinn's homosexual foreplay.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Colin, you have a detention. Do you know why? Yeah. Is that okay to keep in?
That's pretty funny.
Okay, cool. We're good. Yeah, I'm just like,
I think that's okay.
our homosexual foreplay. Like, where do you think of that? On the spot.
Catholic school.
Yeah. In the middle of the school day.
Every time I would get a cleaner, my.
Do we explain cleaners really quick?
Yeah.
Is that a thing at public school? I don't know.
No,
I've never experienced normal school.
It was never a thing in public school. Basically, when you get in trouble, but not enough trouble to get a detention, a teacher will give you a cleaner.
Oh, I got those.
They make you
I
clean
got
the
a few
room.
of
Yeah,
those.
You go after school and you go and clean the room.
And the teachers but it's funny because you go back by that time they're cooled
It's like
off.
a misdemeanor versus a felony.
Yeah, exactly. It's like by that time they cooled off.
They're just looking at you like, all right, you can just wipe down the board.
Just get out of my fucking face.
I just organized the percussion equipment, which I would have done anyway.
Yeah.
As the percussion section leader. Good times.
I used to clean. I think I can say her name since I like her.
You had a job, right?
Yeah, I would clean her Hartel's room, the computer lab, for a semester because we had Axe hours. You had to do volunteer work for your home, Providence.
That's not.
I think your church, and then anyone each year.
That's not on like public school. Public school requires a certain number of volunteer hours, but the thing about Providence, it was just general by the time you graduated.
For Providence, it was every year, else
Yeah.
they lower your grade in religion.
It was every year. It was a different.
You could psychoanalyze that.
Yeah.
Hours.
Every year it was a different service you had to do too. Like so, for freshman year it was home. Sophomore year is church.
Church or community?
Yes.
And
Church.
and then junior year is community. Wait,
No, junior year is Providence.
yeah, junior year is Providence.
No, you're right.
Senior year is community because I did my Eagle Scout project for that.
I text an EP.
That you did that for your
For literally 3 days. Chug. Good.
Yeah.
X hours.
I saw it, red paper.
Yeah, right.
I cleaned Hartel's room like maybe 3 weeks, and then she gave me like all 40 hours.
Was it 40 hours? Maybe it was more than 3 days. But
Hartel was one of the realest teachers there.
She donated to my tour fees for Cole Cadets
I
in
remember her being cool.
Very nice.
senior year. I'm
Very
like, wow,
nice.
I'm surprised she's donating.
Yeah, that's.
She loved
wow.
music. Her daughter played French horn, I think.
Are you friends with her on Facebook?
I am. I loved her.
She's got a good Facebook.
When I would visit
I
Providence,
stayed away from friending high school teachers, except for
Some of them
except
are-
for Sanchez, obviously.
Yeah, some of them are. I mean, he's got the most outrageous updates out of all of them.
I like it. Yeah, I worked for him.
It is interesting.
Yeah, he's fun.
Hartel's the only person I visit when I really go back to Providence. Her and the new band director, but he's not a
He
big fan of us.
doesn't. Like he's really cold to us when we visit. Mm-hmm. Immediately after I graduated,
We're easily some of the most successful percussionists of that program.
It's gonna sound like
That's
we're
what I would
fucking
say.
like being like really like full of ourselves, but like it is like nobody else other than us. There's like one or two other people other than us who've gone on to march drum corps and do other things outside of Providence band.
Yeah.
And as a band director, you think that would be something like you talk about and like you would praise and be like, hey, like students, like try to do more. Like, use
Look
these
at
guys.
these kids.
Yeah, it's possible. Like, you just because you don't go into the best band program doesn't mean you can't go out and do things.
Dumb.
He did Rhythm X. We both did WGI. I'm with the Chicago Bulls. You'd think.
He would.
What kind of resume do you want?
But the thing is, he would talk to us about Edwardsville, about his old school and like their program. You might want to bleep that name.
Yeah, I'm gonna bleep that name out.
About his old school and about how good they were and how good like all their program was, how good the kids in the program were, and we would like me and Eddie did that exact same thing, and he like wouldn't like when we showed up, he would like. We told him about it, and he was just you could tell he just didn't care. Yeah. He was just like, I'm talking to you because I have to, because you're my old
probably
students.
Didn't get it. I mean, you switched halfway, so, you know.
I think he just didn't like us.
At the band banquet my senior year.
He might have grown like he had you the whole time.
Maybe, perhaps. Yeah. We were pretty full of ourselves. I mean,
we were not the best
when he got there,
yeah.
we were. I definitely self-aware. We were shitheads.
Yeah,
in the band
100%.
program. But he was wrong.
I would have appreciated that you were self-aware.
He was wrong to deny us like our skill and our status and.
I will say he did ask me to come back to teach last fall.
But it's like, I mean, it's too little too late. Like, he always told me when I was in high school, he's like, hey, whenever you graduate, like, you'll have the year rule, and then I'll come and ask you to come back and teach. You never did that.
I never knew that.
Yeah. No, like, that's what he would tell me. He'd be like,
That's so cool.
Because when I was basically there, I was basically teaching the pit, like, as a section leader. That's why
I did free teaching a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
you both did. And
it's like one day, but...
it's not really anything I wanted to do, so that's why I switched to battery my senior year. Like, I don't want to be like an unpaid tech for the day, you know?
Yeah.
And have to lead like when I just came off a good winter. Yeah. And I have to teach a bunch of people who haven't done it before. Like, I mean, as terrible as it is to say, like, I just didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
I can enjoy my season how I want, damn it.
Right.
Don't regret it.
No,
Pit was fun.
No,
do you guys regret not marching Pit at all? I mean, other than
I
you.
did.
Yeah, he was in Pitt his freshman year.
Yes, but like, do you
further than that?
Do you having
like
gone,
playing a board,
having gone through it all, and like having gone through the pain of being in battery for a long time?
No, I don't.
It's not great.
I mean, I
don't
played.
I like. You know, I loved it.
I was in Pitt for 2 seasons.
I know, but like
even an independent season.
Even when you're old now and your back's hurting, your knees are hurting, you're not like damn.
I haven't marched for 5 years. I mean, you know.
I would say no
because
high school. Just the joy of my last season with Legends.
Sure.
Like, it all led up to that moment. Winning drums, getting my ass kicked, just tracking. But by the end of it, I finally enjoyed every moment I could. Because I would hate tracking. I would hate our breakdown process. But then because of all the stuff I'd gone through, it's like I'm finally at a point where I enjoy this process. It's a little late, but I enjoy every time I wake up now.
I did that on a much smaller scale in my senior year of high school with Nexus, between Nexus and because you know that was the political year where everything went to hell in the band program
where we had the change.org.
I had a good time. No one else.
The petition.
Did we talk about that yet?
But like I loved that season.
Maybe
I mean, if you listen to us play, that is the best we ever played.
Yeah, no, that like
that
and
like,
when I
to this day, like that's the best we ever played. Like
the band is so small now.
I know.
It's ridiculous. And that, like, when I think back, like, that's what I think is, like, that's the year for, like, Providence.
I refuse
percussion.
to let all the shit, like, let the, like, that was what I was aiming for, and that's what I got.
Like, everyone was in the right spot, I think, too. Like, you were center snare, you were
separate
quad,
battery from, I guess, from
center marimba,
and drumline, general percussion.
And even in, like, the winds and everything, like, I just felt like, well, other than, I don't know. I don't want to say that, because they could listen to this, and it could be mean. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not filled with regret like maybe some people might be. I guess it was okay. It was what it was.
Some people are very salty about their time at the Providence band.
Yeah, and it's like I mean, and
when you look back on it, it's high school marching band.
Right. I mean, I say that I didn't even do it any further than that. That was the end for me, except for Nexus.
That's the thing is like when you're in high school, nobody knows. People think like that's the precipice. Like not a lot of people know that like there's more to this. Mm-hmm. And it can be very rewarding.
What it means to you is different than what it means to everyone else.
Sure, like, that's true too. But a lot of people just took it for what it was, and that is that high school marching band sucked.
Yeah, right. Which
and
fine.
I feel like
be cynical. It's like
most people in the Providence band were on that wave, but I feel like the few people who were like did Nexus and the percussion like kind of got that.
No, they totally did.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, obviously there was a lot. I mean, for 15 to for whatever age range high school, 15 to 18-year-old kids, there was a lot of cynicism.
Yeah,
it was just like
that. I mean, that's how it goes.
Jesus,
yeah.
you're not. This isn't even real life. This is
It felt like a lot of kids believe that the program owed them something.
Yeah, right. It's like, for what reason do you think that? Where did that come from? Because they don't.
Yeah.
For one thing.
That's just not knowing what the program is, really.
And it was, but I mean, to be fair, on the program there was a lot of bullshit.
Oh
Yeah.
I mean
that the director couldn't
a mountain
deal-
of
yeah.
bullshit.
that, there was a lot of bullshit.
But it didn't come from the program itself. It came usually from external things, right in peripheral.
There was a lot of bullshit that was preventable, and there was a lot of bullshit that really wasn't preventable on a member basis.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a big deal. Ben and I actually talked about this one time for hours. We went over the whole thing.
Ben.
Barker.
Oh, really?
We
About Nexus?
No, just about, not
Oh, yeah.
Nexus, but
Providence.
Providence.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it for like 5 hours.
Oh, my
we
God.
mapped it
The
out.
thing
We were
is-
like, what happened? Because it was freshman year, right after we got out of it. It was fresh, and we
Yes,
figured
that's.
it out.
I was about to say. I was like, the thing is, you didn't even like really see what it transitioned to.
Well, I didn't see the result.
Oh
I saw
my!
the lead up.
It turned into like sort of like a love fest, like where everyone was crying all the time and hugging each other because
No, I saw that.
everyone was kind of going through something.
Oh no, I guess I didn't see
And
that.
like it would be points where like people would just be like kind of sitting out because they're like crying or something, and like that was what the vibe was.
But this is with the new.
New band director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was band camp like
that year?
your junior year? Because I wasn't there. I was doing drum corps.
Yeah.
I'd have to think.
Because like new
I
director, what's it
remember-
like? He comes in day one.
I remember missing you a lot because I was like, this really fucking sucks. Like, shit is whack here. Shit's wacky. We're in Bizarro world.
Kids are not all right.
Like, things are not going well. It was just, I don't know. I felt having Patrick in the pit. He missed you a lot too.
Really?
Yeah, I can
No.
tell. Yeah,
Patrick, see, this is like a new.
I remember him and I
Pepsi-
played
Pepsi.
tennis together.
Connolly.
Oh, Pat Connolly.
Yeah.
Oh, I love.
Yeah,
that. He's the
yeah.
best. I love. He's
And I never.
He's here. I saw him.
He's still
Duh,
down
really?
here. I've never
He'd
seen him
be a
down
year
here.
younger than me, so
Yeah,
I saw him. I haven't seen him in years.
he should be graduated probably by now.
No,
Unless
he's
he's
just
doing something.
graduated now.
Yeah.
Because you're 1 year. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he joined the pit, and Dan, there was just so much new stuff. We got a new pit tech as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was the year
Oh.
Angelo stopped coming around, and the old pit tech, who was probably shall remain nameless now, she stopped coming around, and it was this new girl who actually she marched Legends.
Really?
Noelle was her
What
name.
up, Legends fan?
And yeah,
Shout out to the
I
Compass.
remember thinking, I was like, oh, we got a little drum corps cat up in here, and that was pretty cool. In a small world, actually. But
I didn't know she marched Legends.
I forgot that until just now. I don't remember what year, but I bet.
Well, I mean, would have had to been early.
Nina would probably know her. But yeah, things were just weird, and a lot of it was me adjusting to how new everything was that year, because it was the first time we'd ever like Sanchez wasn't writing the show anymore. He would write the show as we learned it.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah, I can imagine the I mean, you had this experience of having both worlds.
perfectly half and half, 2 years and 2 years.
Exactly.
And
I never thought about
it
that.
was very different going from pre-bought shows to like shows made specifically for us.
I mean, he wrote to our talent level.
Whether they were good or not.
Yeah.
Writing to the talent level.
Oh, I think
that's what helped us a
I
lot.
think Sanchez writes good shows.
Yeah.
Because he writes to the talent level. He's not like.
But the shows themselves are just quality. It's probably
'Cause he's the one
the problem
putting
is in
it
the
into it.
execution.
Yeah.
my freshman year show was like your junior year show was like I think the
I love
best
that
show
show.
Providence has put
Solid.
on
It
in
was
a
solid.
long time.
The Social Network, honestly, as much as everyone it was
Music's
good.
good.
The music was awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was given to a better group, it'd
I
be
think
great.
it was
Yeah.
maybe it was the teeth of the group, or it just wasn't there. But the show, if you look at the show, you separate the show from the execution. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I almost took one of the banners from the props.
Smart.
You should have.
The props where it had like all the social network logos. I almost took one of those
You should've.
because like we were throwing them away. I'm like, can I take that? I don't remember what happened afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't know if they threw them away.
Really?
I think I saw them my senior year.
Oh, we're going back.
We got a new band storage closet thing, which I don't think was ever a thing with Sanchez there, but it's in like the old garages near the stadium.
I was in there
where
once.
they keep the tractors. Yeah.
No, we used it.
Really?
We used that
Yeah.
sometimes. For stuff like
We
props,
never
like
went in
this.
there. Yeah, it's for old props and stuff.
Yeah.
But the old Tiffany car was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The Gabe Mobile.
Mobile.
Gabe, how do you
He's
Tiffany?
chilling.
You don't.
I don't.
Oh, Gabe.
God, man.
But yeah. Oh! You just broke everyone's eardrums.
Everything's sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
Sorry. You guys good? You good?
Yeah,
I'm good on
I'm
beer.
good on beer. What else is there to talk about? I don't even fucking know.
Man, I don't know.
Do we want to call it 15 minutes, or do you want to keep going for a little bit?
We're just hitting a hump. We're hitting
Roll
a hump.
it.
We're hitting a hump. Just
Roll
keep it
it.
rolling. This is real. This is what life is like in Champaign-Urbana, Mega Base.
Tell me,
Champaign.
tell me about it. It's a graveyard.
I was down here at the beginning of the quarantine, and it was
It was a graveyard.
I spent the beginning of quarantine, like March until probably halfway through May.
Here?
Down here.
Oh, I should have hit you up. I was here too.
Yeah, I know.
I've been in a long time. I had some stretches in May where I went home for about a week at a time. But
do you come home much now?
yeah, well, usually with big. I come home from a chunk and then with big stretches in between.
Yeah.
Well, now that the buses aren't running, I usually take the bus now. You know, my dad's gonna come get me basically.
Want to come home?
Maybe.
Really?
Not this week probably, but
I mean, I think I'll be back down next weekend. Yeah, I'll take you home if you want.
so that not
Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Let me know so we can record this in the
maybe-
stew.
maybe
We can record this in the car.
In the
car.
Carcast.
There you go, carcast.
Okay, this guy pulling out in front of me. Jackass, what the fuck?
Traffic cast. Traffic court cast.
Like when people have dash cams, we're just podcasting.
What up?
We're in the stew.
You gotta blow their faces
Just
out.
a constant hum from the car driving at 80 miles an hour.
Get that 80 hertz. Yeah,
That would have been great to get live reactions of that guy fucking swerving all over the road.
Dude, that was
I heard
insane.
that story.
That was
on the-
fucking nuts.
That was wild.
That was my craziest.
That was the teeth episode.
Yeah.
Which also, wow, I would have sued that dentist.
No, man. He's a family friend. That's why we go to him.
That makes much more sense.
Man, I'm just...
I mean, I was like, I had to like, I was like,
I could have gone way more in detail, too. There was details I left out.
I can imagine.
And
Right.
and I just didn't know, like...
That was my favorite episode so far, though. I think it was the funniest.
Which one was that? Do you know the number?
I think it was like
a couple
13
ago.
or 14.
Yeah, it was about the
I think
teeth.
12 is the best.
Teeth and the swerving guy. I remember that.
Funny how Mickey isn't in that episode, huh?
What?
They're just making that point, maybe.
I don't condone that statement.
Fuck you, Mickey.
I actually think the last episode we
I like
recorded,
me.
you and I in my basement, I think that was probably one of the better ones.
You think so?
Snake oil?
No, the next one after that.
No.
Because towards the end of it,
Well, I mean-
I was just dying.
Dude, I gotta, I was talking to Eddie when Eddie was at my apartment before this about an hour or so. We were talking. That party we had right before all the pandemic stuff happened.
Yeah.
Remember that was
Yeah.
that was a
I feel
blast.
these.
I never
Yeah.
got to really follow up on that, but I was great. Hanging out with Mickey was so
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
That was a great time.
And I'm glad you finally got to come through to my
Yeah,
other
I was
apartment.
like, fuck, I wish I knew about that. But yeah, that was a great party.
You literally come through here
well,
whenever.
you live a block away.
Yeah, so we're hanging. We're
You better come down.
We're building this clock.
If I must.
If I must.
If I have
Twist my arm.
I have to. I wish I could. I would definitely offer my space for recording, but it's way small. I don't know. What do you think? It's probably.
I mean, we can still make it work. I mean,
the air's probably nice in there.
we're in a
a lot of
bedroom right
plants.
now.
A lot of plants.
There's a lot of foliage.
Not a foliage. You gotta deal with my.
We can
work.
definitely make your apartment
Greenery.
work.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's up to you guys.
You can make anything work. This is not that big of a room.
It's true.
It's also not that big of a stew.
True.
2 lights, a cam.
I
Three
did.
guys?
I did overestimate, but 3 guys sounds like a good time.
3 guys, 2 lights, 1 camera.
Wait a minute.
Sounds like a good time.
I'd click on that link.
Hold on.
I'd get a virus from that link.
But that was a great party, and I got sick right afterwards. I think, and I was like, oh, I got the Rona, which sucked.
All right, audio listeners, we just lost Danny
I
because he was
killed him.
spitting out his beer.
It went in my eye.
I'm so sorry.
We have eye beer
That wasn't
now.
supposed to be funny.
That wasn't the good part yet.
Oh.
Just you wait. No.
Wait, so you thought you got wrong from that party?
Yeah, I got the next day. It was just because I think it was because I mean, it was a lot of people in one place.
Yeah.
Someone that had a cold. I don't think it was Rona. I think it was a cold, but it was the next day I woke up and I was like, oh.
You might have just been hungover.
No, that's what I thought. I was
Oh.
like, first I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just hungover. Then I got up and I was like, no, there's something else.
It could have been. I feel like I had
You little bug? Someone?
a bug. Not after that, but a bug like early on in this coronavirus thing. It could have been that. So
Yeah.
you might have had it, and it was just
Maybe.
whatever.
I had none of the corona. I don't think it was that. I didn't have any. I had like a sore throat and like a headache and shit. It lasted for like a day.
It's funny. I was still. I mean, thinking about that the other day. I was like, damn, there was like literally a pandemic breaking out. And we were like, let's have a party.
Well, if I remember correctly,
It was before we
It
knew, like,
wasn't.
much.
It was in America, but it wasn't very.
It was like
it was
3
like
cases.
in Washington State, like
Yeah.
only.
Oh really?
I think that was at that point. It was before. I mean, obviously it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was.
Yeah.
That was
It
where
might have been
was.
like 1 case in Chicago at that point.
Yeah.
So like, oh, it's gonna blow
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it did happen. I mean, it happened on the order of week. The order. The time scales. It's not linear. It's definitely exponential.
That is definite
It's
and
an exponential
an
function.
exponent. 9th power.
9th power.
Factorial.
Very little is on 9th power. But yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised at all. It seems totally normal. It was just like 2 weeks. I was like, wow, the whole world just changed. But
it really is crazy. The world's, I mean, really never seen anything like this quite, really. I mean...
It has. It's not on this... Well,
not,
I think it hasn't had the coverage.
The modern world
has
not had something like this.
It hasn't had the same level of every instant word said piece of data coverage.
Yes.
Like... You had the Spanish flu that killed 20 million people, probably more. They think it's actually... I read one estimate that was actually more like 150 million.
Damn, man.
I don't know if I believe it, but it's an estimate. But 20 million for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, that lasted for years.
Yeah.
20 million. We're not even close.
Why do you think the 20s were roaring? Everybody was sick of being quarantined, and they were just like, roar!
Yeah. Yeah, but...
They were like, no more Spanish flu?
But they didn't... Roar! But you didn't have Facebook.
Yeah.
And you didn't have news. You had newspapers there probably. I don't know. Whatever it was.
You definitely didn't know any shit about sanitation.
Right. Well, yeah, or at least it was limited. So it's like, I think, and it killed orders of magnitude more people than this has. So
it took months for people to figure out, like, hey, maybe you should stop dumping your waste in the street.
Well, there's a story. I mean, there's a story that I don't know about that. They're probably past that by then. But there's a story about this.
That's why it was so bad.
Oh, was it?
It's like San Francisco is like, even like during like the earthquake, like people were still just like dumping stuff in the streets.
Oh,
and that's why it was like partly so deadly.
Oh God, well, probably didn't help. I remember there was a story I read about that flu, the Spanish flu. Spanish flu? Yeah, Spanish flu in the
100 years ago.
And there was a sheriff, and he was in charge of some town out west. I don't know if it was true, but it's a story I read.
Yeah.
And he sort of invented quarantine. He was like, there was train. He wouldn't let people off trains from cities. He would be like, I'm gonna shoot you if you get off the train. You're not bringing it. And they didn't get any. They had like way like exponentially lower cases.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, wow, that's interesting.
Maybe,
we haven't learned.
Maybe he's a time traveler.
Yeah.
And he knew something we didn't.
It's been to 2020. But I think what's interesting about it is not so much it's the pandemic. It was one thing, but the coverage, the social media, the information.
It was, you didn't know who to trust.
Bombarding you.
You didn't, and it was so much information, but you didn't know like what was real.
Oh yeah, I don't even read it anymore. I just wear my mask and I go do my job, and it's it's like too much.
News should not be up for interpretation.
Well, I mean,
like
right.
News should be black and white as it is. It shouldn't be a spin to it. There shouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a sociologist. I don't know what the rules are.
That's how. But like, if the news,
it seems reasonable to me.
The news is like, to me, the news should just be stating things. This is what happened today.
Yeah.
This like it shouldn't be like a political statement behind it. Like, why does there need to be a political statement behind like people getting murdered or people dying because of this virus coming through? Why does that need to be political at all? That's it. That's the root of everything.
Power,
it's
I guess.
Money and.
I mean, it's a mess, no doubt. I just don't like. I hate even. It's like everyone thinks they have a solution, and they become part of the problem by expounding on their solution.
But at the same time, everyone has a solution, and everyone thinks their own opinion is valid,
right?
And speaks up.
I like
their
the way
opinion
I
is
think.
Valid. Yeah, and everyone else is wrong.
Yeah, the way I think is really good. But
exactly.
So I don't like to say oh well, it's because news. It's like I don't know the sociological implication. I don't know.
You just can't speak out in today. Like in today's world, it's like you just.
Well, expert. I mean, it's like
people are always going to tell you you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're always going to be wrong in some way, even if you're right. The experts are wrong. The scientists that the president has hired are wrong for some reason.
For some reason.
Why?
Because the president hired them.
And the own president, he doesn't trust them, so who knows what to believe.
It's like, but you hired him. I guess you can't fire him now. Yeah, it's just like at that point I just put it down.
And now we're leaving the World Health Organization for some reason in the midst of a pandemic, even though that's not going to go into act.
Well, we're not in the world anymore.
Oh, you're right.
Brexit means Brexit. You seen that meme where it's like floating? Aliens like floating away from the Earth.
Brexit means Brexit.
Brexit is now extraterrestrial.
That's my favorite meme ever. God, what a world! What a
time!
What a 6 months or whatever.
I'm just wondering what it's gonna look like in 5 years.
5 years, I feel like it's
saggy years.
Yeah.
Let's call it
saggy
good callback.
Years. What the fuck?
All the masks.
Eddie's predicting it.
I got this.
Right now, it's been...
Here's what you need to do. You have this insight. You need to come up with a product or invest in something that would aid people from now.
There's two kinds of people, because I was going to say, you need to come up with a formalism.
Here's what you're thinking is, this is an opportunity for you. There's a lot of money to be made here. There's a problem that you see coming in a few years that nobody else has seen, guaranteed. Fucking find a solution, and then make bank off it, and then let me invest in it.
Reverse elastics.
Hire an engineer.
Hire an engineer and then
pay him for some reason.
Pay me to be your pep guy. Be like, you're doing the best job right now.
You're damn right.
My head man.
You're doing the best job you can.
5 years goes by and it's unexpected. It's like, oh, nose bridges are sinking.
No, the society has evolved past the need for nose bridges.
Yeah.
Nobody can wear glasses.
This is such a niche problem. There's really no solution.
This is now a contact-only society.
Yeah.
People who wear glasses are wrong. People who have nose bridges are wrong and disgusting.
Expel them.
And they're treated as less of a person.
God, what a...
I can fuck is this podcast?
I could see it.
This podcast is awesome.
This
I don't
is
know.
devolved. I could see it.
Typing this down.
Someone's about to make a lot of money off this podcast.
It better be us, goddammit.
I don't think so.
You steal our money, you steal our ideas, make money off of it, you better make an anonymous donation to SpaceShow, even if we're defunct 5 years from now. Well,
We've already hit
I think we're an hour in.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do my outro before you say bye.
Okay. Bye!
Can we agree on this?
I already said bye.
I want to keep going.
Okay.
As always, like every show, masks matter, Black Lives Matter.
Oh, nah, never mind. I didn't mean it like that.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for all the support. We're gonna do a giveaway soon.
We love your love.
Me too.
You want to take us out? You want to say bye to everyone?
I just want to say thanks for having me. To you guys.
It's been a real blast.
I'm so happy. I wanted to be on this since the instant I saw it. So
there's a lot of people who we really want to get on here, and you were definitely top of that list.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
I'm
top
very
of the list.
honored at that because I just think it's such a good idea, and I'm really happy I got it.
Well, you're welcome on anytime you want. Anytime,
I'll be back if you
anytime our schedules align.
Yeah, when you're here and I'm not
Geographically,
somewhere
we're in the
else,
same
yeah.
location. But
We'll be plugging all of Danny's socials in the description if you guys want to take a look at his photography.
Oh God.
Actually, he needs the support because his photography is so. It's very good.
Oh.
It's very, very good, and I think it is underappreciated by his following. He's got an eye, and he's talented, and he fucking sucks at opening beer on his desk.
Some bitch.
He's two-hit Danny, is what we call him.
Two-hit McLean.
Two-hit Mac.
Two-hit Mac.
All right,
But yeah,
well-
that's what I gotta say. Thank you, and it's been awesome so far.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
No,
Cheers.
you.
Cheers.
No, you.
All right.
Bye.